Welcome to this week's episode of Bounce 24/8. We are so excited to have you guys for another week. And today with us, we have a very interesting player, I guess, and hopefully you'll be seeing him more in the future. And I don't want to do the introduction this time, so he'll talk about himself. But anyway, it is really an exciting week. And there are a lot of changes and a few things that are happening around our country. So just for starters, I would love to urge our viewers to really take these cautious measures about the pandemic, because the numbers are really skyrocketing, and I would love you to stay safe. And basically that is it. Wear your mask, sanitize if possible. But also for those the ball lovers, please. Make sure at least for this time, please just stay home. Enjoy the ball from home. You can watch highlights. But anyway, Vincent, welcome to the show today.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy to have you on the show. You're one of the exciting players, and it's unfortunate that I didn't get a chance to see you this week, last week's game again, because of a lot of issues that are happening in the league. And Sai, has been your weekend?
Not good.
Okay, but
we shall get into it later.
Okay, but anyway, Vincent, maybe you can say something to the viewers before we actually get into it, because has been your weekend, what is happening in the league, because now I believe you're really more informed than probably us, because we are not really players.
You guys are more informed.
But anyway, the word around the league is that there's been a suspension of all NPL games and also division games.
Yeah.
So how is this affecting you as players in the league?
Well, this kind of holds you back, most of the times those games motivate us to work out, like have a game on the weekend. We had night traders last week.
Okay.
It was supposed to be on Sunday. But then when they are cancelled or postponed, you hold back, because you don't know whether it might go for the next 2 months, Yeah,
so you lose that moment.
Yeah, you lose that moment. Yeah.
Okay. You're on fire.
Yeah,
you
can on fire.
You can joke
normally.
You can joke normally.
So
you have to go back to zero.
No, you don't go back to zero, but it just holds you back a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mean it is only affecting you? Because I believe there is also the league gets some additional money. That is my assumption.
Yeah, definitely, of course.
So
of course,
I believe it also affects them in a way.
Yeah,
it really affects so many people, because they're umpires.
There are a lot of stakeholders.
Yeah.
Really. Okay,
so
that's
it's not us players. Just we lose that vibe. But then to other people like umpires, I think
that is where they feed from. Yeah, okay, that is really sad. But anyway, that is it is really a situation that is really unavoidable, because even if we really wanted so much, people of safety first, and of course lives really matter. So what next for the league, in your opinion? What happens next?
I'm not certain, but I think we might play, because Mzee told us we can play, but with no spectators, with no fans. So it's a matter of National Sports Council to allow us, because they're the ones that told us at first chill for some time.
So I heard actually you have to. I think all teams have to immunize their players first before they actually engage in any game.
Test and then immunize.
Test and immunize, because
because it's not immunization, it is vaccination.
Vaccinate. Okay. It depends on the school you attended.
Now we know who hasn't yet got their job yet.
But it depends on the primary school you went to.
By the time you're saying immunization, you haven't yet gone.
Okay, but anyway, we hope really the league come through, and I'm okay with any option that really the sports council comes up with, because we have vision. We have really made a lot of rapport with a lot of players.
Yeah.
So we shall be giving our viewers all the gamble, whatever the government decides. We are okay, but stay safe, players. We still love you, because you are the most important stakeholders to our show and also to our fans. But a quick wrap up. Someone, of course, dropped a comment and said, "Hey, you need to give us a summary of what BAL is, what is happening next. So I think I'll take lead on this because I love the BAL league.
But you're the BAL guy.
Yeah, I'm not the BAL guy, but I find myself so into it for some reason. I don't know. So so just to give you a very quick summary, the BAL, the Basketball Africa League, is done. It actually got done. So the title, the team that really won the championship was Zamalek from Egypt, and it was anticipated. I love BAL because I make predictions and it happened. And unlike the NBA, I'm not sure.
It had to be a team from Egypt.
Yeah, because I mean they were really playing very good basketball. He had Monastir for some reason, I don't know why.
No, I had Patriots.
Yeah, he had Patriots.
Because they are, yeah, and
because they are
that's the only reason. And then the Joko. I don't know, I keep saying Joko.
But anyway, and of course the league's MVP was Walter Hodge from Zamalek still. And then the other exciting player, who would burst out crazy points was Charles Struggling from SSL, and of course they didn't really win, but it was really good. Then rebound, it was Ibrahim Thomas from SC Police, and then of course he was averaging 12 rebounds per game, and then assists was Mike Kabonga. He was asking me whether he's a Uganda, you know, we are Congolese. Actually, it's Congolese. Yeah, it's Congolese. And of course, he was averaging 6.8 assists. Okay. So from of course Favrelio Di Maputo. Yeah. So that is basically a summary of it.
But you're saying all these things. I'm not hearing you mentioning J-Code numbers.
J-Cole, we stopped talking about J-Cole after 3 games, not 2. It was almost averaging 1.2 points, so it was really
just came from
it really just came to, it was more of a marketing something. So basically that is it. The league hasn't really announced when they will resume the next league. The next season, so because of the pandemic first of all, and it is really tricky right now. Nothing yet is coming from that BAL section. So another quick summary: there were only 12 teams from 12 countries. They played 26 games. So basically that is it for BAL. What is next for the league right now? We don't know. Maybe we can or basically make predictions. Still, I don't want to make early predictions because I made predictions.
But I said everything you predict about BAL.
It depends because what if they tell you that City Oilers is going to?
Yeah, for me that's what I'm expecting.
More
teams, more countries participate.
Yeah, I think that is actually one of
that, and also
what does it take to be part of BAL?
Wamukot has been coming off the bench and is not parachute.
What does it take to be part of BAL? Can't we have the UCU and the JB? The prerequisites were you had to have participated in FIBA. So they go to the qualifiers, and also of course some teams had advantages. Any team from Senegal, because that is where their headquarters are, and also the host country, which is Kigali. So some of those things come with advantages, just the way any other sport. Okay. So basically that is it. And then let's dive quickly into the NBA because today we are just running. We are running. So I know a lot of games have really happened throughout the week. I was expecting to talk about games from Thursday, but I don't want to make predictions about NBA. I feel sorry for the fans. Last year I started saying, hey, I am seeing Dallas in the finals. I am seeing Miami. I am seeing a different uprise.
At this point, it's open. Anyone can actually take this.
So take us through what games really happened throughout the week and over the weekend. What happened? Which teams in the East are taking it? In the West, and who do you see in the finals? Something like that.
So who do I see in the finals? First of all, my predictions, you remember them? Lakers and Bucks. At this particular point,
at this point you need to apologize. Yeah, I apologize already. I am really sorry for making impulsive predictions.
Yeah, I don't apologize. I'm a man.
You're a man.
Those things. But okay, my predictions were if they stay fit, which of course they did, and the Lakers couldn't manage to stay fit, so they are out. But not only that, I think the Clippers they have been impressive.
But just a quick one. What really went what went wrong with apart from the AD situation?
Okay.
What really went wrong with the chemistry of the Lakers? Because I didn't really expect Suns really to take you out that easily because you had LeBron. In defense, you're actually one of the greatest teams in the league.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're good at this. You really
So let me take it away. So what happened is this: these guys were indecisive. They knew that Anthony Davis is injured, but they kept keeping up hope. Hoping the game might come back. Those things, and that stuff can really disorganize them. They got them disorganized, so they didn't know what to do.
Okay.
They didn't know if the guy was coming back or not. So for me, right from the start, I was saying, these guys should just get him out of the picture and play like as though he's not there. If they had done that in the first place.
So the problem was them expecting a lot from him, depending also on him.
The problem was them expecting him to kind of be fit for the games, yet he wasn't.
And I think he also wanted to prove something. You know, if you're a player of that kind, you're a star. You really want to prove something.
Yeah. So they're like, hey, next game he'll be fit, and then next game he'll be fit. So because you asked me about chemistry, so for me, I think that is what affected their
chemistry.
Yeah. So the team, they're not sure is this guy going to play or not. So it just kept lingering on, and I kept saying these guys. Forget about him, play like as though he's not around. Maybe, because me, I'm very sure and I'm very certain that those guys had enough firepower to get them through the first round, even without getting. But they kept waiting for him and it did happen.
So one interesting fact, a lot of players that they really are sold off to different teams are actually still in the playoffs. And I don't know.
It's funny. That's sports, by the way. Sports is very funny like that.
That is why I'm telling you, I don't want to make any statement and take it as a fact in NBA, because really this season I am really teams are going to really surprise you.
Yeah.
So the other question I would also want to pose,
but just before you pose the question, like when you have such a player like Eddie, it is so hard to take him out of the picture, even if he's injured.
That is why they have a medical team.
It's kind of the same thing that happened with Kevin Durant, Warriors. Remember? Is he coming back? Is he injured? Remember that finals that they lost to the Toronto Raptors? Yeah, it was kind of the same situation almost. Is he coming back? Is he not? Is he coming back? This distorts the team's chemistry. That's what happens.
But I think also the player has the right to say I don't want to play.
Yeah, he should have said I don't want to play.
I don't want to play. No, I think they do. It's just also the player. You know that
it's just
they also want to play.
Yeah, but you see,
they also want to play.
In NBA these days, there's a lot of player empowerment.
Okay.
Players actually they allow these days they come out and speak up for themselves.
Okay.
They decide on where they want to go. You've seen these things. The likes of Durant, Kyrie, LeBron James himself. So there's a lot of player empowerment. I'm sure if he had come out and he had said, I don't want to play, first leave me out, let my teammates figure it out. I don't think they would have trusted.
So a quick one. Do you see who do you see in the West, in the Western Conference Finals? Because do you think the Suns will make it? I mean, do you feel that because I don't expect the Suns to really make a statement, but it is possible.
It is possible.
I mean, NBA right now. I'm so scared. Do you think from your exactly? Do you feel they might be?
They're my favorite teams in the West right now: Suns and Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So between the Suns and the Clippers, who do you want to deal with?
Who do I want?
The Western Finals.
To deal with?
No, the one in the Western Finals.
Who I want to go through?
Yeah.
Because I want the Suns to go through. I mean, Chris Paul.
I'm surprised. Okay, me, I would really love Clippers to go through, but if
they are going to go through.
Yeah.
It would be okay with me as well.
Then the other game that has really been the talk of every platform in the world has been the Clippers and the what? Clippers and the Dallas Yesterday they had a game, and I was really rooting for the Dallas Mavericks. Unfortunately, they didn't really come through as I expected. So where does this leave the Dallas Mavericks? Because they have been in the finals so many in the playoffs so many times, and they never get it. Where is the problem with Dallas Mavericks?
Doncic doesn't have a second star.
What about Christopher Porzingis?
Yes, he's supposed to be, but he's not. You have seen the numbers he has been putting.
Okay, so you suggest another big star should be attracted into the Dallas Mavericks?
Isn't it Cuban?
Yeah.
Cuban should find someone else for Doncic because he's alone. You have seen. I just basing off these playoffs and the previous ones of last year, you'll see that Doncic is alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it
for me, that's
something more than that, because we also look at Rockets. Same situation. They had stars at the end, they had something like Chris Paul, but still they just went to the playoffs and came out.
I don't see Luka leaving Dallas. I think
not for a while anyway, because his contract is still running.
Okay, but I believe maybe if he gets a really bona fide star, would really make it. Then the other exciting game was, of course, the Nets and the Bucks. On this one, I really want to attempt and make predictions. I'm saying since it is still game one, I am expecting maybe the Bucks will come through. We're having a discussion earlier before the show. I was telling Vincent, regardless of how good you be in any sport, there are those days when you have an off night. Me, I feel it was an off night for the Bucks.
Okay, but they had scary because an off night when you're only dealing with two stars from the Nets. Now what if the other star comes back? Then what happens?
What if the other star comes back and they
actually it's fine, because when you look at Harden, Harden is not the scorer. Harden normally scores when Kyrie is down or KD is down. So most times, he steps up. Most times it's just assisting. I think we should. Okay, I don't understand. Don't expect so much from him, because throughout the regular season, he has been that guy. He only steps up when there is need.
But me, I think the other exciting player for me was Blake Griffin. He really stepped up big for that big. Yeah, he really had a good game. And I really hope he keeps up with that. But I am still rooting for the Bucks. I still believe they will really. I want to see them in the finals.
The Bucks, I would love that too.
Yeah, I would love to see them in the finals.
This is a very big challenge for them.
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to manage.
Anyway, about James Harden's injury, when do you expect him to be back? Because apparently it has been reported that he won't be able to play game 2. Maybe after game 2, I don't know. You are the right person to ask. You are the
so he played. We actually have the right person from New York, from Brooklyn, but he's behind the camera. But James Harden only played 1 minute. Now he's serious. He's trying to book his return ticket to New York, but it's okay. So he only played 1 minute.
Okay.
I hate injuries. I really hate injuries. I hope he comes back soon.
Okay.
Yeah, but even without him, the Nets still have the firepower. We still have the firepower.
Okay,
but
then
don't forget, Bucks had the best offense in regular season. I hope they
and they also have good defense.
Good defense. I'm expecting them to step up in these other games.
So it's exciting. Just look out for that matchup. It's exciting. Just follow it on that.
Then 76ers and the Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, Trae Young is just proving that he's a star.
Man,
he's making his statement. He's making a case
by
him being a superstar.
Yeah, actually, I was actually trying to think about it today as I was coming. I think we are seeing a different generation, a different rise of different stars. Because we are used to, the superstars, LeBron, the Steph Currys. But the league is really transitioning in a funny way, which is
exciting.
And it's exciting.
Very exciting.
Because you remember the Warriors season, that was 2000, is it 15? Up to 8. I mean, it was like, okay, everyone, we expect the Warriors in the finals.
Basketball.
They didn't make it boring.
It was interesting.
Me being a Warriors fan, it wasn't really boring, but it was just predictable that okay, we're expecting this one. But then with the way the stars are moving freely in the different teams, I think it also makes the league a bit dynamic and also exciting to the fans.
Actually, it is the first time for NBA finals since I think 1998 to not have LeBron, Steph, Kobe, Shaq O'Neal in the finals.
Okay, but since I think it's like since 2011.
2018.
No, 2011. Since 2011.
It happens like a lot of
This is the first time we do not have either LeBron or Steph Curry.
Yeah.
It's the first time.
It is
in around 10 years.
But I feel it is affecting most of your worship and stuff. But then the other exciting player for me was Bogdanovic. For the Atalanta, he stepped up big. Of course, for Trae Young, I really expected.
Yeah.
Just the way you said, he's making his case as a superstar in the league.
It's like just like Booker right now. Yeah.
But so, what are your expectations going forward? Do you see? Because I need really to make prediction on this one. Do you see Atalanta Hawks also surprising someone?
No. No, okay. Like I just want to leave it open because I already got my predictions wrong before. But 76ers and Hawks, it is open really. It's
okay.
Open.
So whoever
Sixers can come up and put up very good defense and then do their thing on offense and you just never know it.
Okay. Surely on this one I'm not going to make predictions. But anyway, to our fans out there, please keep following us on our different social media platforms. We don't only share with you what we have in the NBA, but there is really a lot that is happening in the world, especially in the world of basketball. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, on our Facebook page, and also keep giving us that viewership because we are here because of you, and it really means a lot when you go on our different social media platforms, and especially YouTube. We need that subscription. Also remind a friend that hey, we are here to stay, and we are the exciting guys who give you basketball lugambo. So I think that's what you have for our fans out there before we wrap up the show.
Okay, before we wrap up the show, just a small, just a small thing coming from the NBA, WNBA rather.
Okay.
Just one or two things.
I don't know why I normally forget it.
But it's okay, but I'll keep remembering. But it's very interesting. I don't know why you don't watch the WNBA.
No, I do. It's just that being a Sparks fan, there's a way.
The season is not going well.
The season is not going good. It is not good at all.
But me, I expect they will step up. They will step up big later.
But anyway, what's the news that is?
Yeah, so just for the likes of you, just to get you kind of hooked onto the WNBA.
The likes of us.
Player of the month, May. Just like Vincent. Also, then they had their voting. So, rookie of the month there's a lady. She's called Michaela Onyenwere.
Okay. Where from which country?
I think she's originally Nigerian.
Okay.
Yeah, but she plays in New York. Plays for the New York Liberty.
Okay.
Whoever is not watching the WNBA, you are missing out on history.
Have you had Webber? Yeah, I watch it.
Onyenwere, you can't even forget this name. Onyenwere, she's really good. So if you don't want to watch the WNBA, just watch the Liberty games. You'll see what I'm talking about. She's a rookie and she's playing like a veteran.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's like the second coming of Magic Johnson.
That is how. Rookies have. I really don't want to praise to say the same words because ball is ball. Anything can change. But anyway, I love the fact that she's doing that in the league. So that is it for you.
Yeah, and then another thing. By the way, do you know dunking in the WNBA is big news? So when someone dunks, it's actually big news.
Okay.
So Brittany Griner did it again. So she's the one who dunks all the time. It's big news, by the way. She dunked. So go and catch. Stay on our social media platforms. I'm sure you can get you something along those lines. Let's see her, doing her dance and whatever. She had another one over the weekend. Yeah, so it's exciting.
We also have Ugandan girls who dance.
Yeah.
I'm
We have,
telling
yeah,
you.
we are, we
But
have,
not in traffic. Those things of, hey, you first make for me space. No, no.
First go, first go.
Hey, traffic. Those things of LeBron. Yeah, she's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
interesting.
So Vincent, any few last words to our viewers?
Dear viewers, please always comment, like, share, but also please stay safe. Corona is still out there. Yeah.
Okay, that is really so important. And also, just to let our viewers know that Vincent is going to be, you'll see more of Vincent on the show and other players on the show, because it is our show, their show, and also your show. My last word is please stay safe. Wear your mask, sanitize, keep that social distance. I mean, for us, we have tested. We might basically.
For him, he's immunized. For us, we are vaccinated.
Yeah, really nice for them. Yeah, and basically that is for me. And please, we love you. And we're out really.
Yeah, bye for now.